Welcome to Zach Holt's final project for COETAIL. The goal of this unit was to redefine the teaching of both Animal Farm and provide 21st century introduction to many facets of logic. The purpose of this unit was to use George Orwell and Animal Farm as an entry vehicle into the world of logic. There were three summative projects within this unit: a speech summary, a piece of writing where students would have to examine a current event from multiple perspectives and infer what Orwell would say to do about it, and a group video project examining fallacies in their daily lives. Critical skills necessary to be successful in these and the formative assignments were often communicated through flipping the classroom, which allowed students to watch and rewatch the lecture at their own pace. Also, a great deal of collaborative learning going on, as well as critical discussions and Socratic dialogue. There were many standards covered in this unit. In the Tennessee State Standards, we've covered identifying the thesis and main points of a challenging speech, identifying rhetorical devices used in a challenging speech, considered the treatment of a subject or event in two or more media, making inferences and drawing conclusions based on evidence in the text, identifying a statement that reveals the writer's biases, identifying a false claim in a text, identifying the main claim, premise, evidence, or conclusion of a given argument, synthesizing information across two or more informational or technical texts, and locating words or phrases in a passage that provide historical or cultural cues. The NET standards covered were: students demonstrate creative thinking, construct knowledge, and develop innovative products and processes using technology. Students use digital media and environments to communicate and work collaboratively, including at a distance, to support individual learning and contribute to the learning of others. Number 3, students apply digital tools to gather, evaluate, and use information. Number 4, students use critical thinking skills to plan and conduct research, manage projects, solve problems, and make informed decisions using appropriate digital tools and resources. And number 6, students demonstrate a sound understanding of technology, concepts, systems, and operations. We also covered many of the sub-standards as well. I use several tools, including Evernote, where I do my lesson planning, because it makes it easy to keep up with them and not get them lost. I love that it's cross-platform, so I can do work on a lesson whenever I get an idea, not just when it's at a computer. My students also take notes in Evernote. I use Edmodo to communicate with students, distribute instructions, collect assignments, give feedback, and answer questions. The students used iMovie for this. They used it to use the fallacy videos, and also is used by me to make my final video presentation. I use it because it works well and is user-friendly. Students also use Windows Movie Maker because sometimes they don't have Macs, and they were using it to edit their fallacy videos, and it usually works pretty well. So, Cody, how are we using Edmodo in our class?
We're using it to see what our homework is like, and it shows us. It's helpful because I'll go home and I'll be thinking about what I have for homework, and I'll be I have this, and this, and I can just check that out.
Great. What else do we have on there that's helpful?
I like how you can turn stuff in. Like how we can turn it in, just on here. Because, I wouldn't want to print something out and then turn it in class.
So, Zach, how do you feel about the flipped classroom in your English class?
I like the flipped classroom a lot because it helps me if I have a question on the homework and stuff like that. I can ask the teacher in class, and at home I can kind of focus more on the videos and kind of get more out of the videos when I'm by myself focusing.
So, Chris, tell me about the project that you're working on right now.
Right now I am working on the final essay that is over how Animal Farm connects to different real-life events.
Great. And in what ways are you using technology on this project?
I'm just using technology to help find evidence on real-life events that can support my claims on how it relates to the story.
Great. Are you using it in the writing process?
Yes.
How?
Basically I'm just using it to find different articles on how and to write them down in my plays.
Okay. So you're keeping your outline on there too?
Yes.
What program are you using for that?
I am using Evernote.
Okay. And how do you like Evernote for this? Is it functional? Is it working?
It's pretty good. It has different functions, like how you can highlight different words, and it's basically keeping organized and spaced out.
Great. So guys, you went above and beyond in this project, and you decided to make a video, a preview video. What made you decide to do that?
It was honestly just trying to figure out how to use the editing tools that we were going to use, trying to figure out how to use it and stuff, so it helped a lot.
Okay, and what did you learn about the process from doing that?
You just kind of learn that it's not going to be as hard as we thought it would be to edit and put a movie together, because the tools and technology that we're allowed to use work work really well with what we're doing.
Cool. And the rest of the project, how have you guys been using technology?
We've been looking up commercials and stuff like that for us to base all the videos off of, like the little short videos. And we've been looking up what the actual definitions of fallacies are and real life examples of them too, so we can be able to have those in our video.
Great. What new technological skills have you guys learned in this process?
Movie editing.
Yeah.
Movie editing?
Yeah, a lot of movie editing.
Cool. Like what specific things in movie editing can you now do?
We can edit out sound, add new sounds, merge two pieces of like video, get them to play at the same time.
Fantastic.
Just a lot of different stuff.
Great. And what have you learned about fallacies in this process?
I've learned to understand them a little bit better than just by the one video that you guys watch in class.
Good. What else have you learned about fallacies from this?
The different types.
Okay. Like what, Matt?
You see them everywhere.
Yeah, the fact you see them everywhere. Okay. Do you recognize them more in the real world now when you see them?
Yes, a lot.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Thank you guys very much. Students were introduced to the unit several ways. Mostly videos giving background on Orwell, the Spanish Civil War, and the Russian Revolution. Projects were introduced sequentially as the students got through enough scaffolding to be successful with them. Students had 3 summative assignments to complete: a speech analysis, a group fallacy video, and a writing assignment connecting a current event to Animal Farm. All students were able to complete their assignments well, and for the most part, were well engaged in the project. So, Kelsey, tell me about the project that you're doing.
We're doing a fallacy video where we have to kind of explain our fallacy and explain what a fallacy is, and we're acting them out. So, and I'm using the app iMovie, and it's working really well because it can do like pictures. So like I'm putting like the definition of the video or fallacy and on a picture, then doing it through the internet. Like it just does it basically all for me.
Fantastic. So what have you learned about technology from this project?
That it works a lot better than what I thought it would. I didn't think that this was going to go good, but it's been really easy.
Great. Is this your first time editing videos?
Yes.
And
I've never edited before.
do you feel pretty confident about it now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Pretty good.
Great. Thank you so much. All the goals were met. All students have a much stronger understanding of logic, Animal Farm, and the issues surrounding it than they did at the beginning. All were able to complete their speech analyses and fallacy videos in a way that showed mastery of the standards.
Oh, wow. I'm so glad we won that game. I prayed so much. And it worked too.
I learned how to teach introductory logic. I've never really done it in a structured manner before, and I felt the flipped classroom combined with authentic text and close reading worked great in getting the students to understand the basics. The project helped students construct knowledge and had enough collaborative and technological parts that everyone was included and there was plenty of differentiation. This was shared on my COETAIL blog, Twitter account with several useful hashtags, and I also shared it in PLC meetings. My greatest learning was how to teach logic in an applicable and engaging way. I believe it did, because the students, for their fallacy videos, had to pull video footage and include it in their own projects. This wouldn't have been possible before YouTube and easy video editing and capturing software was widely available. Also, students were able to get multiple perspectives on different current events by accessing editorials from a wide range of sources. This would have been extremely difficult without technological tools.